We're coming to you from Waldo West Tiffin Gymnasium. It's the season opener of Clarion Golden Eagles men's basketball here on CUTV as the Clarion Golden Eagles play host to Penn St-Dubois. I'm Matt Catrillo. Alongside me is Michaela Williams. And Michaela was a dismal year for Clarion last year, the worst in school history, finishing the year at 6-20 under 26-year head coach Ron Ryder. And now they just look to turn the page on a dawn of a brand new season, Michaela.
Yeah, definitely. It was a terrible season, one they would definitely like to forget. Offense struggled, defense struggled, so hopefully they can turn things around this year.
And as we talked to Coach Ryder during the preseason press conference for the team a couple of weeks ago, he talked about how basically the team has nowhere to go but up.
Or what your record is. So you can make all the excuses you want, whatever, but we sat down and we analyzed what's the best way to get back into the game and get back into the playoffs, because we're a team that's used to being in the playoff hunt.
There's Coach Ryder right there getting ready for the season opener and talking about the PSAC the preseason poll for the 2013-2014 season. IUP, of course, is ranked first as the defending champ of the PSAC as the whole conference. Then it's Gaydon and Slippery Rock, both each getting one first place vote only. California was fourth, and Pitt Johnstown, one of the new opponents in the PSAC, in the top finish, rounding out the top five. And then you see Clarion at the bottom of the pit. And of course, when you had that kind of a season that Clarion had last year, Michaela, a lot of new faces. You would expect that coming in the preseason, but Clarion can change that starting today.
Yeah, it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be tough. Like Coach Ryder said, the division itself, it's like he put in his words, it's a Division I section with a Division II label on it. So a lot of good teams. It's going to be a lot of work for Clarion to get back on the top, but with just the right amount of work and effort, it's not impossible. So.
And one of those young players and new faces for Clarion this year that had a nice game against Duquesne in their exhibition game, we'll get to that a little later on, is 6'4", 190-pound guard B.J. Andrews, Michaela.
Yes, big expectations for B.J. Andrews. Coach had nothing but kind words to say. Very, very aggressive player, good shooter, good instincts. Led his high school team to 1,500 career points, 8th all-time leading scorer at McDonough High School. So big expectations for this young man, and hopefully he can fulfill them this year.
B.J. Andrews finishing with 17 points. He was one of 4 Golden Eagles, finishing in double figures, and a very impressive outing against Duquesne. We'll have that a little bit later on to go along with 3 rebounds. And Michaela, as we begin the new season, give me some keys to the game for Clarion against Penn State-Dubois.
Well, definitely, you got to consider, first off, you got to start on a clean slate. What happened last year happened last year. You got to go on here with a clean slate and do the job and get the wins this year. Second, carry off the Duquesne game. From what they had a fantastic outing, lost a bit, but from what they did against Duquesne, excellent stuff. So just carry on to this game, and of course, get that early lead and don't look back. Go out there, guns a-blazing, get those points. Get on the board. Something they struggled with a bit on Duquesne was the rebounding. So if you do all those 3, Clarion has a very good chance of winning.
And they face a Penn State-Dubois team here today that already has a win under their belt this season. They come in here 1-0 on the year as they beat University of Pittsburgh Titusville in their season opener a couple weeks ago, 95-73. Freshman forward Sam Roselli finishing with 17 points, but the guy to watch out for today is one of the stud freshman on this team, Michaela, Khalil Hobson, who had 33 points in the win against Pitt Titusville.
Yes, that's the player they're going to have to stop. The freshman, but dominated against Pitt Titusville, and that led the team, like you said, 33 points in that. Also, like you said, Roselli had a great outing, and also Marshawn Heyman had 11 points as well. So some fresh new faces, but definitely something Clarion has to keep in considerate of, to defend.
So this is the season opener for the Clarion Golden Eagles here today as they get ready to take on Penn State-Dubois. We'll send it to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, lineups and opening tip-off from Waldo West Tiffin Gymnasium here on CUTV.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Back here at Wild West Tippin Gymnasium, Matt Catrillo and Michaela Williams here with you, the rest of our CUTV sports crew. It's the season opener for Clarion Golden Eagles men's basketball here on CUTV, and we'll go through the starting lineups real quick before we go to the national anthem. For the visiting Penn State-Dubois Nittany Lions, number 1, Corey Ciccarelli, a freshman guard, 5'11", from Titusville, PA. That's number 5, Khalil Hobson, a freshman 6'2" guard from Sharon, PA. Number 12, Jeremy Johnson, a sophomore 6'3" guard from DuBois, PA. Number 23, Sam Roselli, we talked about him in the pregame, along with Khalil Hobson, a 6'5" freshman forward from Widgeroy, PA. And rounding out the starting 5 for Penn State-Dubois is number 24, Kyle Mills, a 5'11" sophomore guard from Bushkill, PA. For your Golden Eagles, it'll be number 3, B.J. Andrews, a 6'4" freshman guard from Pikesville, PA. Number 5, Marcus Jones, a 5'10" junior guard from Milford, Delaware. Number 11, Corey Belovich, senior guard, 6'3", from Pittsburgh, PA. Number 12, Mike Kromka, a senior 6'6" forward from Pittsburgh, PA. And rounding out the starting 5 for Clarion, number 23, Demarius Miller, a 6'2" junior guard from Bolingbrook, Illinois. We'll pause now for our national anthem as we honor our country. And our national anthem here from Tippin Gymnasium as we get ready for the season opening portion of the Clarion Golden Eagles men's basketball here on CUTV as they take on the Penn State-Dubois Nittany Lions. Matt Catrillo, Michaela Williams here with you and the rest of our CUTV sports crew. Again, Clarion coming off that 6-20 season last year, the worst season under Clarion head coach Ron Ryder. And Ron Ryder is also 4 wins shy starting this season of 400 career wins here at Clarion. He got his 400th career win 2 years ago as a coach, and now he has a shot to get the 400 in his career here at Clarion. Simply, Michaela, a remarkable career Coach Ryder has had now in his 26th season.
It's a fantastic history in that, and you know he's going to be really hungry to get that 400th win there. So, and he's done a phenomenal job with the team, pulling them, getting them out of that ditch from last year's, a year that everyone would like to forget about. But they worked so hard in the off season. He is very enthusiastic, very confident with this team coming this year. He's ecstatic, very, very impressed with what he saw in Duquesne. So it should be an interesting season, hopefully a good one for him.
And as we mentioned before, Michaela, a lot of new faces that this team is going to be incorporating this year, wanting to get the up-tempo offense going again, which really kind of struggled with last year. Struggled shooting at the foul line. Those were all really some parts of the game that really hurt Clarion last year. Let's focus on some more of those new faces here. First off, with Justin Green, who will be seeing a lot of playing time off the bench. 6 points against Duquesne a couple of weeks ago with 4 rebounds. He showed some good stuff as well in that game. Anthony Baker, who was kind of struggled here and there last year, one of the transfers from last year along with Marcus Jones, transferred from Lock Haven. Didn't have the best stat game, but he's starting to get his feet under him, and he shows a lot of good speed and athleticism. Him and Justin Grant can definitely contribute to this team.
Yes, definitely. So long as they just keep up that, it's one of those mantras: hard work, keep your feet moving, do the simple things. Of course, you want productivity in points, but as long as they get the solid hustle, get the ball, play that gritty defense you know and love, they should have successful seasons. The points will come later on then.
Another player to look out for this year is going to be Jeremy Schmader. He's going to be very interesting to watch this year. Came off the bench here and there last year, but really improved this game, really worked hard. Coach Ryder's been raving about him through his hard work in the preseason. Showed some good things against Duquesne a couple of weeks ago. So Michaela, another interesting player to look out for this year for Clarion.
Definitely. Just as you said, Coach Ryder says he is the most improved player so far for the season. So it should be some exciting things. Says he plays in-your-face defense, very aggressive. So we should see some good things from Jeremy Schmader this season.
And as Clarion gets set for tip-off, they are looking to keep some really good success against Penn State branches. They bring a perfect 24-0 record against these Penn State branch schools. They've never lost, and they only have one win by less than 10 points, so it's been in dominating fashion for Clarion against these Penn State branches, and they'll try and keep that repeated here today as they open up their 2013-2014 season. It's going to be Mike Kromka and Sam Roselli to tip it off as Clarion begins their season here this afternoon. Glad you can be with us here on CUTV. Rock is in the air, and Mike Kromka wins it as Marcus Jones takes the ball, and we are underway from Tippin Gymnasium. E.J. Andrews works top of the key. Clarion working the ball around. Kromka inside, goes up for two, nice and strong, and Clarion's on the board. First they strike blood. Nice move there by Mike Kromka.
Beautiful, very quick, very good start right there at the start you want. Good ball movement, and I like this press right now, first up right now.
And that pass, it's stolen away, loose ball by Marcus Jones. Jones coming the other way, going coast to coast, and Clarion takes a 4-0 lead. And you mentioned right there, Coach Ryder said that they'd be installing this year a lot of full court pressure, and they got an early turnover in points, Michaela.
There it goes again, right there. Excellent defense, excellent pressure so far. Good stuff right now. The type of start Clarion wants to get this game under their belt.
It'll be the Nittany Lions ball on the side here, still have to cross midcourt. Looks like a 2-3 full court press, and they break it up. Driving is Khalil Hobson. That's no good. Marcus Jones battled for the rebound, and back comes Clarion on the break, just like they said they would. Jones stops it, bounce pass to Corey Belovich. Clarion working the rock around again. Cross-court pass to Demarius Miller. That's for three, and it's true and good. Demarius Miller with his first point of the ball game. Clarion quickly out to a 7-0 lead.
And there's that shot that Clarion struggled with all last season. Right off the bat, got that beautiful shot in.
It's about a minute and a half in. The Nittany Lions looking for their first points. Hobson drives, no good. And Kromka with the rebound. Back comes Clarion. Wide open is Demarius Miller. And he coasts in for two. Clarion having their way early out to a quick 9-0 run in the first 2 minutes.
That was just a beautiful fast break right there. Kromka looking down court right there. Beautiful basket.
Mills chucks up a three from the top of the key. No good. Kromka with the rebound. Belovich will chuck a three, and it's good. Nothing but net for Corey Belovich. And the Nittany Lions call timeout. Clarion jumps ahead with a 12-0 lead in the first 2 minutes. And Michaela really could not have seen anything better if you're Coach Ryder. Wow.
No, that is exactly the kind of start you want. Great movement of ball, very good hustling, excellent defense. That pressure right there, hedging in that. Just excellent overall. Getting those dirty turnovers and that, just excellent start for Clarion overall.
And that was one of the two early turnovers that Clarion cashed in on, forcing some of that full court pressure on Penn State-Dubois. Marcus Jones going coast to coast there. And the full court press, Michaela, was very effective against Duquesne, especially in the second half. Clarion forced 17 Duquesne turnovers, most of them coming in that second half, 11 off of Clarion steals. So this team defensively has improved for sure.
Oh, definitely. From where they were last season to now, definitely.
So the Nittany Lions will inbound off their own, underneath their own basket. Some pressure again from Marcus Jones, man-to-man. And the Nittany Lions cross. Ciccarelli goes top of the key now to Hobson. He'll set the offense for the Nittany Lions. Still looking for their first point. Hobson spins around, chucks it up for two, gets his own rebound, still can't miss. His own rebound again, and this time he knocks it through and gets the Nittany Lions on the board there.
Did see Crawford trying to get that rebound, but again, you got to box him out, got to get that rebound.
E.J. Andrews for three, in and out, no good. And Nittany Lions trying to get something going. Pass stolen away by Kromka. Back comes Clarion, 3-on-2. Miller, nice behind the bounce behind the back drive to B.J. Andrews. Offensive foul, though, called on Demarius Miller, and the ball will go back to Penn State-Dubois.
Still, you've got to love that hustle Clarion showing right now. An excellent steal by Kromka down there. So far, have nothing really to complain about the Clarion defense or offense thus far.
Trap again, nearly stolen away again, this time by Demarius Miller. Ciccarelli drives, gets the scooping in. The Golden Eagles lead cut to 8. Kromka drives baseline, puts it up. Somebody on Penn State got a piece of it, and Kromka goes up again, and he is fouled en route to the hoop for Mike Kromka. Foul's going to be on Jeremy Johnson.
Just nice aggressive play there, didn't quit on the play. And again, really liking how fast Clarion's getting the ball up court, something you really want to do against these teams.
First team foul on Penn State, each team with a team foul so far, as the first bucket by Kromka is good. Jeremy Johnson comes out for Penn State-Dubois, and into the game for the Nittany Lions is number 4, Marshawn Hyman, a 6'2" freshman forward from Farrell, PA. And Kromka goes 2 of 2 from the line. Penn State tries to cross half court again, and they do this time with ease. Hobson drives, lost the handle. Ciccarelli gets there, back to Hobson, and it's good there, and Clarion Lee cut to 8 again. Jones kicks back for 2. It's good, and Marcus Jones answers back for his first points of the game. Clarion back to a 10-point lead. Ciccarelli with a shot fake. Lost the handle. Jones trying to get there, lost it. And now Roselli gets there. Puts it up for 2, no good. Belovich with a strong rebound. Belovich drives coast to coast, can't get the layup there. Kromka puts it back, yes he does, just got the roll. Clarion with their largest lead of the game at a dozen.
Beautiful rebound there by Kromka, following the play right there, and again, loving this full court press that Clarion's going with.
Nittany Lions working the ball around. Ciccarelli trying to get a pass. Resets the offense. 10 on the shot clock.
It looks like Clarion here's going man defense right now. Pretty effective thus far.
Got to get a shot off. 3 on the shot clock. 2, 1. Hobson did get it off, and it actually will be a shot clock violation as the ball did not hit the rim, and the ball will go back to Clarion. 15:25 left here in the first half. Clarion with their largest lead of the game at a dozen at 18-6. And Michaela, we talked about some of the new faces for Clarion this year. We talked about Justin Grant so far. We've talked about B.J. Andrews. He's had a good showing early on here so far. There's some of the new faces. Keneal Davis is also one of those new faces as well. Darius Stevens, who was hurt to begin the year. Coach Ryder said we might see some playing time from him today as he had some early preseason injuries. Demarius Miller, we've seen had a big 3 early on so far. So a lot of new faces that Coach Ryder has to deal with, but from what we saw in the Duquesne game a couple of weeks ago, it looked pretty good. And so far here, they're off to a good start.
Yeah, excellent. I'm loving especially B.J. Andrews, just his quickness, and as Coach Ryder says, he just gets in your face. Very aggressive play, very good defense thus far. So liking a lot of what I'm seeing. Can't wait to see more.
And Demarius Miller so far, one of those new faces, playing a key role early. 5 points on the night, shooting 2 of 2 from the field, and he has a 3-point shot as well. Leading scorer right now, Mike Kromka with 6 points.
And right there, too, those 3-pointers, something that Clarion just struggled so much last year, and already doing good from the 3-point line. Gotta like that.
Kromka inside. Goes up strong to the glass again, and Mike Kromka gets his 7th and 8th points of the game. Pass thrown away by Jones. Belovich gets there, and he will go to the line for 2. More great aggressive defense from Clarion, using that full court pressure.
It's just a thing of beauty, and like we said, that's something that Clarion really wanted to focus on in the offseason, was getting better on that defense. And thus far, seems as if their efforts have paid off.
So it will be 2 at the line for Corey Belovich. First shot is good. And the foul was on Marshawn Hyman, his first and the team's second. Number 32, Dylan Spear, coming into the game for Penn State-Dubois, a 6'6" freshman forward from Titusville, PA, and number 24, Kyle Mills, a 5'11" sophomore guard from Bushkill, PA. Second shot by Belovich is good. And making his first appearance this year for Clarion, we just talked about him. He's one of those new faces. It's Darius Stevens, 6'6" junior forward from Gary, Indiana, and he will take out Corey Belovich. And Penn State-Dubois is able to break up that full court pressure there from Clarion. This is Austin Hawkins, who just came into the game. And he misses there for Penn State. Jones drives, nice pass to Darius Stevens, and Stevens gets his first points of his collegiate career. Clarion, 22-6 lead.
That was a thing of beauty. No-look pass right there. Excellent. Congrats to Darius Stevens, first points.
And now Austin Hawkins with a bad pass, looking to get it to Marshawn Hyman. Another turnover for the Nittany Lions, and the Golden Eagles will retain possession. Anthony Baker also came into the ball game for Clarion. He will inbound. Jones will chuck up a deep three off the front of the rim, no good. Loose ball, still loose. And Hawkins gets there. Give to Mills. And now Hyman, no good. Rebound, Hawkins, still no good. Loose ball again. Kromka had it for a second. And they say it went off Penn State, and the ball will go back to Clarion.
There we go, the rebounding better than what we've seen Duquesne. That love Kromka not giving up there, getting the rebound, or trying to anyway.
And number 3, Brody Irwin comes in for Penn State at 5'10", freshman guard from Emlenton, PA.
And there was a thing of beauty as well. Just beautiful passing, just getting it where it needs to get.
Jones brings it up court for Clarion. Kromka with a nice spin move as he goes up hard. And he gets the foul, and he'll be root to the hoop again for Mike Kromka.
It's another thing, too, Coach Ryder said about Kromka. He's been working hard in the offseason, been the leader that the team needs that. And even Coach said it's improved greatly as well over the offseason, and you can see the results right now, looking very much like the player we need.
Fouls on Dylan Spear, his first. First shot is no good by Mike Kromka. And looking at Khalil Hobson, was the leading scorer. He had a great opening night for Penn State-Dubois in the win over Pitt Titusville. 33 points on the night, 9 rebounds, and shooting a really stellar 64% from the field.
Yeah, that's something you got to watch here.
Second shot is good by Kromka, and then stolen away again by Stevens, and it's good. That full court pressure really killing the Nittany Lions. Clarion out to a 21-point lead. Ciccarelli trying to go up for 2, no good. And there's Hobson right there for the putback. That comes Clarion on the break. Andrews for 3, no good. And there's Hobson again. Hobson driving all the way for 2, can't get it to fall, no good. And Andrews comes up with the rebound for Clarion.
Do like the fast break there, but that shot, you want to make a shot, but at the same time you want to pull it back and see what you got from there. So
Baker drives to Stevens. Nice shot fake there. Baker from the corner. It's good! And Clarion back to a 21-point lead, their largest. Hobson driving all the way, and that's blocked by Schmader, and it goes out of bounds. It will stay with Penn State. Ciccarelli spin move, trying to go inside. Kromka steals it away, and back come the Golden Eagles. It's a 2-on-1. And B.J. Andrews finishes that nicely. And Penn State-Dubois will call a timeout.
they're just beautiful defense right there. Kromka, again, having some stellar defense and steals. He had a good night there with Duquesne as well in that regard. Beautiful pass right there, beautiful basket.
So Clarion with a 21-point lead as they lead it 31-8. Clarion shooting 70% from the field, and Dubois only shooting 25% from the field, so and 40% also from beyond the arc. So Clarion is coming out firing on all cylinders and doors so far, Michaela.
And that's, like I said before, they did in Duquesne, came back with that same mentality here, just doing excellent score.
And looking at Marcus Jones, who's had a nice start to this ball game for Clarion. 4 points on the night so far, 2 of 3 shooting, 0 of 1 from beyond the arc. And he definitely will be counted on this year, Michaela, for Clarion. Had some inconsistencies last year shooting. We all know the big game that he had against Mercier, 26 points in all. But he's definitely going to have to be more consistent if Clarion's going to have some more success this year.
Exactly. That was one of the more difficult things to watch because he would have a fantastic game and then, come around and he would have a totally, bum game. So going to look for more consistency from him, and if he does, Clarion should be in good shape.
Another turnover by Penn State off the timeout, and it will be Clarion ball.
Again, that full court press working magic against Penn State-Dubois right now. Clarion's defense, very, very impressive.
Eight turnovers so far for the Nittany Lions. Aaron Johnson into the game for the first time for Clarion. He will give to Baker for 3. And that goes out of bounds, no good. And we'll probably go back to Penn State. And that's great to see, Michaela, because Aaron Johnson was dealing with a nagging hamstring injury. Really didn't have a full practice until just most recently missed the game against Duquesne. And he'll be a big factor for Clarion this year as well.
Definitely. And it's really nice to see him recover from that injury as fast as he could. See him in this game and to see some really good things from him this season as well.
Foul there on B.J. Andrews, his first, and the second team foul on Clarion.
Not a lot of fouls so far in this game, kind of surprising, but again, just playing some good hard D instead of all that reaching defense. Like to see that.
Didn't look like that. Jeremy Johnson was expecting the pass. Loose ball again. It's picked up by Darius Stevens. Stevens driving coast to coast. No good, but he will be heading to the line for 2 shots.
Darius Stevens, impressive so far. Great hustle, great defense. Really, really, really impressive start to this young man right now.
Foul is on Dylan Spear, his second of the ball game, and the 4th team foul on the Nittany Lions. Catrillo and Michaela Williams here with you and the rest of our CUTV sports crew. We thank you for joining us on opening day for the Clarion men's basketball team. We got a timeout on the floor. 11:52 to go here in the first half. It's Clarion 31 and Penn State-Dubois 8. You're watching Clarion's men's basketball here on CUTV.
Oh, are you going out tonight?
I can't. My parents say I have to be home right after work.
That's so gay.
Totally gay.
Ugh, that is so Emma and Julia.
Why are you saying that's so Emma and Julia?
Well, you know when something is dumb or stupid, you say that's so Emma and Julia.
Who says that?
Everyone.
Imagine if who you are were used as an insult. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say?
And we're back here at Tibbin Gymnasium. Matt Catrillo, Michaela Williams here with you. As Clarion taking on Penn State-Dubois. The last meeting between these two clubs was a win for Clarion, a 96-61 win on December 29, 2011. And Mike Kromka, Jeremy Schmidt are the only returning players from that game. Interesting stack there from our director, Alex Kazor, and the rest of our CTV sports crew from Tibbin Gymnasium. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Michaela, Clarion has a perfect 24-0 record against Penn State branches.
Hopefully, with just keeping up with their game right now, they'll keep that streak going. It's definitely something, even I was looking right now at the stats sheets, 10 of Clarion's points has come off of turnovers. So that says something about their defense and about their hustle. And again, something that they've wanted to improve all off season and are doing phenomenally well in this game so far.
We have 2 shots at the line coming for Stevens. First shot is good. Khalil Hobson checks back into the ball game for Penn State, as well as Marshawn Heyman. One more at the line now for Darius Stevens. And that is good. And he will come off, and Corey Belovich back into the ball game for Clarion. Schmader picks up the pass again, gets it inside for help, and they say it was inside for Andrews, but they say that he stepped out of bounds on the baseline, so ball will go back to Penn State-Dubois. But yet again, more pressure from this full court press, and the Nittany Lions have had a really rough time, Michaela, trying to solve it.
Yeah, they've only done so a couple times so far. And there again, almost got the turnover there.
But Marshawn Hyman does a nice job in keeping his composure and goes all the way to the cup for 2. And Clarion now leads by 23. Andrews in the corner. Back to Schmader. Looking to try and get to Aaron Johnson inside. Nothing doing there. 15 on the shot clock. Here's Belovich for 3, and it's nothing but net for Corey Belovich.
Oh, you've got to love that. Got to love that. Absolutely beautiful arc on that shot. Something you want for Clarion.
Nearly another turnover for Penn State, but they're able to corral themselves and set up their offense again. Hobson with a drive, and he is fouled. And that's going to be on Aaron Johnson, his first, and the 13th foul on Clarion.
Yeah, not a lot of fouls in this game. And is this, I'm not sure, is this the first time that Penn State-Dubois is going to the line?
Looking at Khalil Hobson, again, who had a big game in Penn State-Dubois' first win of the season. A 95-73 win over Pitt-Titusville. 33 points in that contest, shooting 64% from the field.
I was going to say he's 3 for 9, so not terrible, but still not exactly what Pitt-Dubois would want right now.
First free throw by Hobson is good. And Arlen Brewer comes into the game for Penn State-Dubois. A 6'0 freshman guard from Farrell, PA. Second shot by Hobson is good. And Schmader will bring the ball back up for Clarion. Clarion also in their dominance with Penn State branches. Only one win with by less than 10 points. And so far they're proving that dominance early part of this game. Johnson with a strong drive and goes to the cup for 2 for his first points of this new season.
Just an excellent way to pull in the defense right there.
Loose ball again, stolen away by Demarius Miller. He puts it in for 2, and more Clarion points off a Penn State turnover.
40 in the first half, 40-12. That is impressive.
And another steal right here. Andrews floats 1 for 2. That's up and good. Clarion dominating 42-12, up by 30, and we're not even 10 minutes into this first half.
I was just going to say, Coach Bennett, he's got to call a timeout. He can't be happy at all of what his team is doing right now.
10:09 left here in the first half, and Clarion has opened up a 30-point lead here on Penn State-Dubois. And Michaela, obviously the biggest story of this game so far has been the points off turnovers for Clarion. Just dominant here, as you see, one of many steals here on this replay.
And this is a funny thing because Clarion suffered this all through last season, but here they are turning the tables. And hopefully we can see this in conference play as well. It'd be a very exciting season if Clarion could play this way against other teams. And
Clarion continuing to shoot the ball extremely well, 72.7% from the field, while Penn State-Dubois is just 29.4% from the field. Clarion 7 of 8 also from the free throw line, which was another really big blow to them. Pretty much for the last 2 years was consistency at the free throw line, and so far, Michaela, that's working on cylinders and doors for them.
Oh, so much. It's really, really exciting to see, like you said, from last year, they just struggled from the foul line so much, and right now, excellent statistics. Just got to keep it up.
Out of the timeout, it'll be Ciccarelli running the offense for the Lions. 17 on the shot clock for Penn State. Tip pass, and it's stolen away by Demarius Miller. He's going to go coast to coast all the way to the cup. And Clarion has their largest lead of the game now at 32 points. Hobson drives all the way to the cup. That's blocked by Kromka. Belovich out of the brink to B.J. Andrews. He'll stop, thought about it too. Drives in, and he can't finish there. And back come the Lions. Ciccarelli all alone to Roselli. Roselli goes to the cup for two.
Really high, fast, high-tempo game so far. Getting that ball up court as quickly as possible. Really, really liking this.
And it was something that Clarion tried to establish last year, Michaela, but if you look at the personnel from this year to last year, as Belovich hits another three for Clarion. This year they now have the personnel to do it, and so far it's been clicking through one exhibition game and one first half of regular season play.
Yes, just definitely. It's just all coming together. And like ball movement again, Clarion themselves were victims of turnovers, and they are just moving the ball very well and getting the job done.
Nice reverse layup there by Sam Roselli for Penn State-Dubois as they cut the Clarion lead to 31. Demarius Miller chucks up a three off the back of the iron, no good. Belovich, though, with the rebound. Cross-court pass to Andrews. He'll kick it back for two, and that's good. Back comes Hobson the other way. He'll float it for two, and he answers right back. Clarion, though, really dictating the tempo of this ball game as they have absolutely dominated so far. And a big three right there from the corner from Marcus Jones. 52-16, or 18 Clarion.
I'm sorry, I'm just so excited right now for Clarion, you know. Just to see them have such a fantastic game from what we've seen last season, thing of beauty.
And some nice moves right there from Khalil Hobson. Gets the bucket and foul. Foul's going to be on Marcus Jones as he's called for the block. 7:39 to go left here in the first half. Clarion with a 52-20 lead here in the season opener against Penn State-Dubois. Matt Catrillo, Michaela Williams here with you and the rest of our CUTV sports crew. And Michaela, obviously through, as we mentioned, one exhibition game and one half of regular season play so far. You see the struggles from Clarion last year. They're shooting right now at 71.4% from the field. That's way better than what they shot last year combined. They were 272nd in Division II at only 62.7 points per game. 5-10 at home last year, first time in 35 years, the third time in 35 years that they've had a losing record here at home. So everything it looks like to be coming back to what we're accustomed to seeing from Clarion basketball.
We certainly hope so. Like we've been talking about, they worked so hard in the offseason just to get better and better, and with fresh faces. Really like what B.J. Andrews and Darius Stevens have been doing. Combination of that, Clarion could be a very potential threat in the PSAC this year.
And Clarion will begin PSAC play this week against Slippery Rock. And Marcus Jones, 7 games shooting 20% or less last year. 6 games, and only 6 games shooting 50% plus. We talked about those inconsistencies from him so far. He's had a nice game for Clarion here today. 7 points on the evening for him so far.
Definitely, and you want that consistency from him. Just keep it up. I know he's been working hard in the offseason, so we should see some good things from him this season.
Out of the timeout, Hobson misses the free throw, and Clarion will reset their offense again, which has been really clicking here so far.
Darius Stevens is back in the game there for Belovich.
Miller drives, no good. Him and Kromka both went up for the rebound. Kromka had the ball, then it was knocked away. And Kromka is fouled, and the call will be on Arlen Brewer.
Kromka very dominant right now on the boards in this game. Really liking what he's doing so far. He's got 5 rebounds so far.
Kyle Mills back into the ball game for Hobson for the Nittany Lions, and Mike Kromka with 13 rebounds. Last game as part of a double-double performance against Duquesne. And another foul here on Penn State. It's going to be on Dylan Spear.
excellent finding him right in the middle of there. And then Darius Stevens not giving up on the play, trying to get that ball in, gets the foul.
B2 at the line for Darius Stevens. First one is good. Jeremy Johnson back into the game for Penn State. He will take out Dylan Spear. 16 fouls right now on Penn State-Dubois, so one more, and Clarion will be in the single bonus. Second shot is good from Darius Stevens. He goes 2 of 2 from the line.
Really like that hustle there by Stevens. After he got the shot up, went straight to the hoop. That's what you want to see in your players right there.
Austin Hawkins with a nice drive, bounce pass to Mills. And now Hawkins again, top of the key. Roselli inside with a hook shot, no good. Kromka drives. Give to Miller, wide open for 3, no good. Darius Stevens, though, with another offensive rebound. Gives to Jones, that's for 3, and it's good. Marcus Jones hits his second three-pointer of the game. Give him 10 on the day. Clarion leading by 37.
Just got to reiterate the excellent ball movement right there. Kromka finding Miller, getting that crisp pass there. Just beautiful ball movement by Clarion right now.
And another turnover again on Penn State, and it'll be Clarion ball. Marcus Jones off the inbound, chucks it for 3, and it's good again. Marcus Jones, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc now. Give him 13. But back comes Penn State, and Kromka gets the block on Roselli. Wow, what great hustle by Kromka.
Roselli is down, not feeling good right now. Looks like, yeah, ref's going to call this up.
The shot by Kromka was no good. Then Marcus Jones. And Roselli is slow to get up on the other side of the court. As you mentioned, Michaela.
Looks to be in a lot of pain. Not sure, maybe just if he's out of, God, I don't know, maybe just he's tired, playing tired, because I saw some of the players right now, tongues out from Dubois, Penn State. They are just really, really just exhausted right now from this full court press Clarion's been putting on them.
And the whole roster has been used so far, Michaela, in this game. Roselli's played 11 minutes so far, 4 points, shooting 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. Hyman and Ciccarelli come back into the game for the Nittany Lions. And Dylan and Sam Roselli will be able to walk off on his own power.
It's like maybe just got the wind knocked out of him or something. So, gonna take a break there, recollect himself. Again, maybe he's just physically exhausted right now.
Hyman will give to Johnson. A nice play by Marcus Jones to knock that bounce pass away, intended for Kyle Mills. And Penn State will keep the ball.
Looks like Roselli's looking fine right now. So that's good to see.
Johnson looks for a pass off the inbounds. Hobson top of the key, trying to work something out here with his team down by a whole lot here in this first half. Hobson to Johnson, and that's blocked. I think Darius Stevens got a hand on a loose ball, and Baker picks it up. 3-on-1 for Clarion, and Demarius Miller finishes it the other way. Five and a half remaining in the first half. Loose ball again. Ciccarelli gets there and has his pocket picked by Baker. The give to Darius Stevens, who throws it down for 2.
Man, Darius Stevens having a phenomenal game for Golden Eagles right now. That is just a thing of beauty right there.
Hobson drives the other way. Kromka with the rebound. And then Hobson fouls Kromka as they try to get the up-tempo going again for Clarion, as they've been up and down the court several times here in this first half. And Darius Stevens having himself one heck of a ball game, and his first game of the year coming off injury. 8 points so far for him on the night, shooting 2 of 3 from the field.
Just excellent defense by Clarion, getting that turnover right there, and all alone, no defense, easy layup, or in that case, a dunk.
And Kromka misses the 1-of-1 right there, and back comes Penn State. Justin Grant into the game for the first time for Clarion, as Hobson drives and is fouled. The foul's actually going to be on Tyrone McFadden, who checked in for Clarion, and he's getting his first minutes of the season as well. One of the 3 Clarion players, Stevens, Aaron Johnson, and Tyrone McFadden, all dealing with early preseason injuries. All 3 were kept out of the Duquesne game a few weeks ago, and now getting their first set of action here today. And there's Sam Roselli checking back in for Clarion, or for Penn State rather, after the injury.
Yeah, getting back to his injured players, we actually weren't certain if they were even going to play today. It was kind of one of those, will they or won't they? And then we found out that very likely they were going to play, so it's good to see them in.
Second shot is good, and back comes Clarion. Kromka's going to chuck up a 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Give down to Mills, that's for 3. No good, battle for the loose ball. Roselli's able to get it away. Good hustle from him there. And then a foul call, looks like it's going to be on Mike Kromka. That's his first foul, and the 16th foul on Clarion. And a fresh shot clock now for Penn State-Dubois. Hobson with some good moves again, but he fails to score, and Mike Kromka gets the rebound for Clarion.
Kromka just dominating right now on the boards.
And he's going to drive coast to coast, can't finish there. Loose ball, picked up by Justin Grant, can't finish. Kromka still had it for a second, and then it's ripped away by Sam Roselli. Hobson all alone at the other end. Has it stripped away from Jones, who couldn't save it from going out of bounds, but nonetheless, good hustle from Marcus Jones, and it will be Penn State's ball.
Excellent hustle, excellent hustle. Gotta love that when you see your players doing that. And it looks like we've got Aaron Johnson here. Gonna check in for Clarion Good Eagles before we got a timeout.
And then talking about last year, Michaela, we said this at the top of the broadcast. In the 26 years, Coach Ron Ryder has been the head coach here at Clarion. Looking at that career record here. 379 and 279 here for the Golden Eagles. Coming off his worst season as a coach at 6-20, the first 20-loss season in school history. Looking to turn things around. And I'll tell you, so far, so good.
Yes, it looks excellent. It should be something to see them playing against Slippery Rock. Of course, Slippery Rock not, in the conference, a pretty decent team in their own right. But if Clarion plays like this and just gets the job done like they've been doing, it should be pretty easy. And Rob Ryder, just got to hope he gets that. He's such a nice guy, and that really hoping he has a good season here, as well as the players,
And in facing Duquesne a couple weeks ago in the exhibition game, going back to his old days in the Atlantic 10 Division I, as he is a St. Joe's grad, played for St. Joe's and coached for St. Joe's as well, facing one of his former division foes against Duquesne. So it was kind of cool to see to start off the year.
It was, and you got to think he wanted a nice show up, for his team against them. And overall, pretty impressive results from there. So can't be too disappointed about that.
And I asked him about that, if that helped him in terms of just trying to do any simple game planning. He said no, as obviously times have changed from when he played 20, 30 years ago to how the game is now.
Yeah, it certainly has changed, but still, you got to like that.
A nice drive again from Khalil Thompson. He will get 2 at the line. Foul's going to be on Justin Grant. Shots in and out, no good from Hobson.
Hobson trying to get his team back here. He's been on the line a couple times in the last minutes or so, trying to get the team back here in this game.
And he goes over at the line. This team has a very uphill battle to climb, down by 43. Johnson inside, hits Jones, that's for 3, no good. Roselli with the rebound, lost the handle on it a second, and he's actually going to get a foul called against Justin Grant. So Grant quickly picking up 2 fouls in his first few minutes.
Just a little eager right now, and speaking from experience, you want to go aggressive in that, but at the same time, you're up this much, still a lot of game left, you want to kind of pull back.
And the Nittany Lions now in the single bonus. It'll be 1 of 1 at the line for Sam Roselli.
Sam Roselli back in the game there after that injury before, down in baseline with Kromka.
B.J. Andrews back into the ball game as well for Clarion. 3:33 left here in the first half. 1 of 1 is no good. And the Nittany Lions struggling from the foul line as well. Pass nearly stolen away by Hobson. It will stay with Clarion with 27 to shoot.
Like we said before, Hobson, a little more step in his game now, trying to get his team back into this game. It's almost nearly impossible to come back from, to put it bluntly.
Jones looking for something to pass to. Aaron Johnson open for 3. No good. Hyman with the rebound. And nearly another turnover again. And they say, yes, it is off Penn State. It will be Clarion ball and another turnover for Penn State.
Just Clarion again, playing the game they need to do. Great defense, and once again, they've got the ball back. See what they can do with it.
16 turnovers for Penn State here in this first half. Clarion with just 2. Justin Grant goes for 3. No good. Hobson with the rebound. And wide open is Kyle Mills for 2, and he will finish it the other way. Clarion might slow things down a little bit here as 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Jones looking for a pass. A little miscommunication there, maybe to Aaron Johnson perhaps. And the ball will go back to Penn State-Dubois, just the 3rd Clarion turnover. Jones will come out, Schmader back into the game for the Golden Eagles.
We've also got Brody Irwin checking in for Penn State-Dubois.
Penn State has had a rough time dealing with this full court pressure from Clarion. Breaks that up well. Roselli, though, can't finish on the other end. Johnson nearly has his pocket picked. He's able to get it to McFadden. Schmader back to McFadden, and the reverse layup is up and good by Tyrone McFadden, and that's his first set of points on the season.
Beautiful pass there and a beautiful finish. And again, Clarion kind of lightening up on the press, but still pressuring the ball there for Penn State-Dubois. And once again, Nittany Lions having a really difficult time getting past that press.
And a foul called on Jeremy Schmader. That's his first of the game. The 9th team foul for Clarion.
Hobson's on the line yet again. It's about his 4th time in the last 3 minutes or so.
And the rebound for Hyman, and it's blocked by Justin Grant. Goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Nittany Lions, but good defense right there by Grant. Hyman had the pass, and it's stolen away by Grant again. Back comes Clarion. Grant drives coast to coast all the way, and that was blocked, I thought, by Sam Roselli, but they're actually going to call the foul and say that he did get a piece of Justin Grant.
And Grant will go to the line. And just, I know I've been saying this so many times, but just the hustle and the determination that the Golden Eagles are showing right now is just an absolute thing of beauty.
It'll be 2 at the line now for Grant, and that is in and out, no good. Clarion also with 23 points off of those 17 turnovers for Penn State-Dubois here today.
And that's the biggest number right now that's, sticking out right now. It's just that number right there, 23 points off of the turnovers.
And a nice pass by Hobson inside to Hyman for 2. And a timeout called by Clarion. 1:24 to go here in the first half. Clarion leading it 67-25. Matt Catrillo and Michaela Williams here with you. And the rest of our CUTV sports crew, we thank you for joining us here on CUTV on opening day here for Clarion. And just looking ahead here for Clarion, Michaela, they start their PSAC play this Wednesday coming up at Slippery Rock. Then IUP comes here next Saturday before the Golden Eagles go back to non-conference play against Central Penn. So really, if Clarion's able to hang on here for the win here today, off to a great start, up by 42 points at this point, 124 left in the first half. Some nice momentum for them as they go into two really tough opponents in PSAC play to start the season.
And that's the exact same words I was going to say. These are going to be some really tough games, but they're building the confidence and that momentum that can get them into the next game and propel them into what will hopefully be pretty decent plays and pretty decent games for them.
B.J. Andrews off the timeout is up and good, and that'll count for 2 as his foot was on the line.
Clarion still using that full court press right now.
Hobson drives the other way. That's no good. Put back by Roselli's no good, and Justin Grant finally gets the rebound. Here comes Schmader with B.J. Andrews the other way. Andrews will chuck up a 3. No good. And back comes Penn State-Dubois. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Hyman drives all the way to the cup, and he's up and fouled by B.J. Andrews.
Kind of like that hustle Andrews showed, though, from all the way there, shooting there, hustled to get down there. Gets the foul there, but excellent hustle by him nonetheless.
There'll be 2 at the line for Marshawn Hyman. 47 seconds left here in the first half. First shot's no good. Anthony Baker back in for Clarion. Austin Hawkins and Kyle Mills in for Penn State. Second shot rims in and out.
Beautiful rebound there.
Brandon Baker working the ball. And now Keneal Davis, who's in for Clarion, try to go for it, stripped, and then great hustle by Jeremy Schmader the other way. He goes crashing into the boards and the doors on the other side of the gym to knock it out of bounds, and Penn State will keep the ball. Shot clock is unplugged with 28.3 left, and you see on the replay there, great play by Jeremy Schmader.
That's what Coach Ryder likes about him. A very aggressive player, hustles, just excellent play right there.
Hyman drives, puts it up for 2, no good, and Keneal Davis with the rebound. Keneal Davis, a 6'5" sophomore forward from Philadelphia. Clarion looks like they'll hold for the final shot of the first half. 5 seconds left. Grant to McFadden. McFadden for 3, and it's good! And that's the buzzer right there to end the first half. A dominating first half by Clarion as they lead it 72-25, and there it is right there as McFadden beats the buzzer at the end of the half as Clarion had the ball working around, and they have a huge margin here as they end the first half, 72-25. And like we've been talking about all half, Michaela, really couldn't have asked for a better start if you're Clarion.
No, that was the perfect start, exactly what you wanted to do. Get on the boards really quick, play excellent defense, and don't look back. Once you got that lead, just go on forth.
We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have first half stats and analysis, and the second half from Tippin Gymnasium. At the half, it's Clarion leading Penn State 72-25. You're watching this presentation of Clarion men's basketball on CUTV.